First of all, I want to say that I was sitting right here and they had a black man walk from this direction. They're dropping them off and having them walking up, and they're not really just getting on the bus just to be getting on the bus. They're trying to stalk me away from the bus stops, and that's the only place where I have to sit down pregnant. So first of all, let me just get into this. He's watching me very closely. They had a black male walk from this direction and come right here like he was about to sit down next to me at the bus stop, and they're selling me out for my child to be molested by people and for me not to get medical care, and say that I was never pregnant from the jail. The entire country, all the black men in this country. And so when I saw the black man about to sit next to me and they're setting me up to have to sit at bus stops and sleep at bus stops, and they know that I'm putting out this information, I hurried up and snatched up my duffel bag and came and stood right here. And then he kept walking to the corner and turned this corner and made a right and kept going, and I went back and sat down at the bus stop. And then they hurried up and sent this black male to come and sit down next to me after about 10 or 15 minutes of me sitting down, and I was still posting the evidence, and I hurried up and snatched up my bag again because they're trying to have them continuing to be next to me, knowing that they are selling me and my children out in this country. And I'm not about to be sitting next to black men that know that Cynthia and Joseph threatened to molest my son, and that I'm pregnant, and that they did this to my body from the jail. So this is why I'm leaving away from this stop, and I don't have anywhere to sit down. I don't have anywhere to lie down with my body in this condition because they keep sending them, and they're acting like they're just coming right there just to get on the bus. But this is not what's going on, because I have watched them drop people off down the street and have them walk up and then come to the bus stop where I am. And you think I want to be sitting there telling information about people molesting my child next to a black man that's not going to do nothing about it, or saying that they torture and telling that they torture me pregnant in the jail, and sitting next to a black man that's not going to do nothing about it, and that's going to go back and give information about what I'm talking about and what I'm doing. They're looking into my cell phone. They're listening and then trying to comment on what I'm saying. And they have these ambulance people. Every time I start telling what they're doing, I know my phone is tapped, they start coming through with these sirens. And all of these people in their cars know that they're covering up for Cynthia. And then they're having them ride around preying on me at these bus stops. And that's okay. I'm not going to keep posting what they are doing because I got evidence to post. And they also are trying to stop my storage from being able to actually post the evidence. So being that they keep coming up to me at these bus stops, I'm going to just have to go and stand down here by myself in the shade. And I'm pregnant 3 years, 36 months. And the baby was poisoned in the jail cell, and all the black men in Texas knew. And this is when they saying they was going to let the black men rape my baby too. And this is why the black men do not want the evidence to come out about them saying they're molesting my child, because she said she was going to allow black men to do it as well. So I'm just going to show y'all the condition that black people are leaving me in while trying to prove my case. And I really don't have a case other than that I'm suing them. And they know that how much the lawsuit is worth. I have never seen my child since they took my son the day of the shooting. At the Baytown Seafood Restaurant, and then threatened to sodomize and molest my child with black men in Texas. So for any black man to come near me, I'm hurrying and snatching my bag, and I'm walking away because they threatened to rape my child with Cynthia and Austin, saying that saying that I was a black woman in America, and that because I shot a gun, that the black men said that they would rape my child with them, and that I was lucky that white women allowed me to live in their country, and they said that this was white people's country, and that that's why they was going to rape my baby with the white women and the white men in the jail. And so I'm not finna sit next to you while you sitting there spying and listening to me telling this information on y'all, because I don't know if he was one of the black men that went in and did something to my child. I don't know which black men did it with her, but I know that the black men was telling me that they were black Freemasons and that they were gang members as well. Bloods gang members and Crips gang members. And they got all of the gang members in Chicago. My family is in Chicago, and they're not standing up for me. And then they got all these black men in Chicago as well that know the information. So let me hurry up and post this video and keep working on my evidence. And this is how America is leaving me to work on the evidence about Cynthia and Joseph molesting my child and everybody knowing about it and about my belly and me being pregnant. This is how they leaving me, standing right here, because I'm not about to be nowhere for child forcing these black men that threaten to molest my baby to come up to me or come near me, because you staging for me to have to be at a bus stop. Why am I at a bus stop? You got to ask yourself, why is any black woman out at a bus stop? And they were saying that I was a mental patient in the back of the jail when they said they were raping my child. And they never did take me to trial, and so that they could give me the not guilty verdict from the cell that they had me in a waiting trial. They just poisoned me, 11 months pregnant back there, dropped the charges, and then said they took my baby because I shot a gun. And now they got me staged out here for 2 goddamn years, setting me up with black men and black women, and I'm tired of the shit. And I need to move down a little further because I'm getting angry because they had him do that. And I'm tired. I'm tired. And they're going to keep having them coming. They got Mexicans walking up on me, and they're going to keep having them do this. So they're trying to abuse my body because they know that I'm pregnant, and they're trying to make me not be able to sit down anywhere without them harassing me, knowing the evidence about my body.